What if I told you the future of heavy metal is being forged by a group of self-proclaimed fantasy freaks wielding chainmail and catchy riffs? Castle Rat isn't just another band, they're a full-blown medieval cult with guitars. And after their Bloodstock explosion, the metal world is scrambling to figure out if this is genius or madness. Let's unpack why this New York crew might be the most fascinating act since Ghost first wore papal robes. Now, I'll admit, I rolled my eyes when I heard about a fantasy metal band. We've all seen the cringe of power metal bands singing about dragons while wearing capes, right? But Castle Rat does something different. They're not joking. Their Bloodstock set, packed with tracks like Wizard and Dragon, wasn't just a performance, it was a ritual. And here's the kicker, they pulled a crowd bigger than half the headliners, midday, in the scorching sun. That's not luck. That's lightning in a bottle. Let's talk about their secret sauce, theatrics without the eye roll. Bands like Ice Nine Kills play up horror tropes for TikTok clout, but Castle Rat commits. Vocalist Riley Pinkerton doesn't play the Rat Queen, she is the Rat Queen. And that sword fight with the Rat Reaperess? It's not just stunt work. It's a narrative. A story that fans are buying into. Hook, line, and ceremonial dagger. Personally, I think this is why they're resonating. In an era where so much metal feels self-aware or ironic, their earnestness hits like a gut punch. It's 1982 again, and you're discovering Black Sabbath's Born Again for the first time. But here's what people miss, the riffs are good. Like, actually good. Beneath the capes and fake blood are these thick, fuzzy guitar lines that feel like they're vibrating from the depths of Middle-earth's sewers. They're not just recycling old Sabbath riffs, they're building on them. The solos wail with that classic metal panic, the drums hit like a warhammer on a crypt, and the whole thing feels like a party you'd crash even if you hated parties. And if they can make this sound huge on a 40-minute slot, imagine what they'll do when they've got 2 hours to stretch out. What this really signals is a shift in metal's DNA. Post-pandemic, audiences crave escapism. We are tired of realism. We want dragons, curses, and rat queens. Castle Rat isn't just riding that wave, they're creating it. And if you take a step back, this makes sense. Why wouldn't metal, the genre that birthed Dungeons & Dragons side projects, finally embrace full fantasy immersion? They're not the first, but they might be the first to treat it like a religion instead of a gimmick. So where's this going? I'll speculate, Castle Rat is either a flash-in-the-pan spectacle or the start of something massive. But here's my hot take, they're the real deal. Because they've cracked the code, blend the absurd with the authentic. Make the audience feel like they're part of a secret society. And above all, write riffs that stick harder than a cursed broadsword in your ribcage. What do you think? Is this the birth of a new metal era, or just another costume party? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't heard the bestiary yet, go fix that. Your ears will thank you, or maybe they'll just scream. Either way, it's metal.